Yo, hey man, say man, how's your day, man? It's Fair Trade G to come out with another video, man. We about to go ahead and get off into this, man. Get into these charts. I ain't about to waste y'all time, cause I don't want you wasting mine. Oh, you feel me? Yes, sir, man. Let's go ahead and get off into today's price action, man. It is, I think, what are we in? November the 4th, right? Let's get off into it, man. We all know VIX the Edge model by now. Break a structure or break after 9:30. Price actions first contact with a high time frame internal, high time frame internal being hour plus. So any time frame from that hour plus is what we consider to be a high time frame internal. What are internals? Internals are fair value gaps, inverted fair value gaps, and we will get into what that looks like in just a second. So as you can see, we had externals being your highs and lows, right? If you guys been following, you guys should know that. If you guys don't know that, make sure you guys follow, like, subscribe, do all that good stuff so we can learn how to become recession proof and learn how to make money in these crazy times that we're in. Okay, so at 9:18, we have an external high on the 2-minute time frame. You guys know I use the 2-minute and 5-minute in conjunction with each other, and that's how we get it going, right? So we have an external high, we have an external low, okay? Now, you see a break to the downside at 9:32. What is the exceeded edge model? Break after 9:30, contact with the first high time frame internal, then reaction out of that, all right? So why is it like that? Well, New York session starts at 9:30. Anything before that, regardless of what anybody says, it's not New York session. It's not a pre-session. You could say it's pre-session, but it's not the New York session. So first high time frame internal contact after 9:30, right? So 9:30 didn't give us a break, right? But 9:32 gave us a break to the downside. Well, being that it's 9:32, what does that mean? That means it's price action's first time coming in contact with the high time frame internal since the New York session has been open, right? And based off the exceeded edge model, we should then expect a reaction out of it, okay? And that's what it gave us. It broke to the downside at 9:32, first contact with this 4-hour daily and weekly. And now we haven't had one of these that was relevant in a while, so I'm going to show you what this looks like. It's very ugly. I don't like my chart having all this on it, but it's very valuable information. It's very necessary for me to understand and see what the market is doing, because you have to understand and realize that nothing in the market is random. And when I say nothing, nothing, except for if Trump tweet, of course, because he's like a walking red folder. Now, fair value gap. Fair value gap is a 3-candle pattern. So 1, 2, 3, right? Now, some could say, why didn't you use this as a gap? I don't like doing it like that. I just don't. And sometimes I will if it's just way too much on my screen. But I don't like doing it like that. I like to keep things simple, not making it complicated. My system works, so there's no reason to fix it, right? So 1, 2, 3. 1 and 3. The relationship, making sure that there's an opening, and that's how we marked out our weekly. Now, because that weekly candle gapped up so high, it's gonna look weird, right? And it causes problems if you don't know how to read the chart necessarily. Okay. Now for the daily, 1, 2, 3, 1, 3. There's an opening. Now some like, why didn't you just mark it like this, man? Why you do it like that again, bro? And to be honest, it may have looked a little cleaner, but I just don't do it like that. I mark it out like that because even if it's big, even if it's a big area, if it's a big internal, there's still ways for me to tell where price is most likely to flip. That's why you see multiple internals, right? Different colors every time frame being assigned a color, right? Okay, so when you look at the 4-hour, if we do it like this and you look at the 4-hour in that area, where are we at with it? 1, 2, 3. Relationship between the first and third, make sure there's an opening, because how far that gapped up when the price opened up on Sunday, there's a big gap. So, okay, let's go into the actual price action now. Like we just said, that was the first time price action actually came in contact with the high time frame internal, because right here we're just in the middle of these internals. But 932 came in contact with the weekly, the 4-hour, and also the daily. Okay, out of that we had a reaction, which is contact, reaction, break of structure, right? Execution, which is your entry. It gave about 130 points to the upside, right? Now, what happens when price come in contact with high time frame internals? It's usually a reaction that you would get. We're either gonna get a double break to the upside, letting you, or the downside, letting you know that we're gonna continue in that direction, or we're gonna get an official break of structure, meaning that we're about to change directions. And it played around a little bit, did its thing, but after a while, we ended up getting us a breaker structure to the downside. Then price came and took out these lows, and has been continuing since then. Now, here, I was up. I was a little aggravated about this because, again, I missed this due to me being up. I've been getting a package together for my Discord of examples of the exceeded edge model, so we can all know what to look for and we can all have something to study on a daily basis. Because I can say from my personal experience that's what have separated me from the general population of traders, right? Only about 1%, 2% is going to actually gain this knowledge, right? And it does take a lot of work and dedication and tenacity, right? But screenshotting price action and studying it multiple times a day, like literally until you're sleepy, tired, waking up, studying again, that's what's gonna set you aside. So I've been getting that together from my group chat, and that's the reason why I wasn't able to wake up. Had the alarm clock and stuff set, but I still couldn't make it. And that's how it works. When you miss opportunities, when you're not present for opportunities, you're usually gonna regret missing them. This is probably like the cleanest trade we've had in 3-4 weeks. I may be lying, about 3 weeks, I'll say. And maybe one that snuck in there, but this is a clean trade. This is the exceeded edge model to a T, right? So I was upset. I got up like around like 9:52. I was upset. We're talking about what, like almost like 2-3 hours or something like that. 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, about 3-4 hours, something like that. Okay. So I was upset that I missed this, but it was very beautiful. Coming down here, I was seeing what was going on. I seen that we were up on good shit, my boy. But I was seeing that we were coming down. What goes down must come up. What goes up must come down. So I was very patient. If you guys know me, I do not mind letting trades slide, even though this bothered me because it was such a good trade. I just waited. I waited patiently until I got that reaction I needed. If I'm not mistaken, it may be an hour internal right here. I think I had it marked up, but I had it marked up, but what did I do? I think I ended up, or am I tripping? I may be tripping. And see, that's the thing, like these gaps can be very nasty and it can cause a problem because, like I said, that was the new week opening on Sunday and it opened up way up here. So it gives us this real nasty gap that price is going to play with and do what it needs to until we get away from it. But I simply literally just waited for a break to the upside. And then I chose my peaks that I was going after because we're in such a crazy gap right now. Once I got that break of structure, let me see. Was it on 1 minute or was it on 2 minute? You got to see here. Must have been on a 2 minute. Yeah, it was a 2 minute, right? So let's follow price action right now. All right. So we have an external high, external low. That low was broken by this candle, meaning this is the new high. This is the new low. That low was this low was broken by this candle, making him the reason for that low breaking this low, right? Him being the new high, he's a lower high. This is a lower low. Well, we broke structure to the upside. So just off the strength of breaking structures, meaning that we're about to head in this direction. How long we're going to head in this direction? It's very obvious we were in a downtrend, but because of this gap to the left, I didn't really know what else it was to go get, right? Okay. So I was very cautious. Got in my buy. It gave us about 48 points. I got like 44 out of 48. Trading at $6 a point. You know, you can do the math to see what that is. It's not necessarily, I'm at a point where it's not necessarily about money anymore. It's about being able to replicate a system, right? So we did make our little money for the day, and it continued flushing down, right? I literally, we started going up right here. I moved my stop loss way up here because I already came into the trading day late. It was about almost 2 o'clock, right? Came into the trading day late, didn't really feel it. Not a good day this week in general. Just really hasn't been the best week spiritually. But what, we keep pushing forward and we keep finding ways to make ourselves better. So we made a little money today, and then it kept dropping, man. And that's pretty much the day for me. We're way down here. If we can, let's see, we go to some higher time frames, because remember, you want to stick with a higher time frame confluence. You're really looking at the higher time frame to gauge where you want to place your trades, right? This is not gambling. This is real skill. Okay, so you really wanna, you don't just get into the market and be like, oh, go, nah. You want to find a higher time frame to build your I guess your bias off of, but at the same time, don't be married to your bias, right? All I can say is, again, not the easiest week, right? But we're still making it happen. We're still learning. We're still learning ourselves. We're still progressing, man. And that's what it's about when it comes to being a trader. Because again, this skill is what's gonna save you from anything and everything. Only I'll give it about 2%. Only 2% of the population has the skill, and it's like that for a reason. You have to be psychologically sound, strong. You have to be prepared for the things that's going to be thrown your way, because new things, new emotions, and even the same emotions are going to be thrown your way until you figure out a way to evolve for the better, right? So if you guys want to learn how to trade like this, man, if you guys want, again, it's not really a pretty day. I really hate those big old gaps like that. When the week open up like that, even if the day opens up like that, like a big gap or anything like that, I really do hate it, because it just causes problems when it comes to reading it for me personally. Even then, missing such a beautiful trade at 9:30, we still made it happen here. And yeah, man, that's just the day, man. If you guys want to learn how to trade like this, hit subscribe, follow, do all that good stuff. Visit neverquitexceed.com, become a profit titan. We're doing this every single day. Yeah, man. Hey, man. Say, man, it's your favorite trader Gio coming out with another video, man. Have a good day, man. Yes, sir.